name is Vina, aka Miss WOC Reader, and welcome back to my channel. So I am going through my bookshelf one shelf at a time, trying to see what I can unhaul and get it cleaned up for the spring. So we already did the bottom shelf, now we're going to do the next one up. So stay tuned if you want to see what I have on my shelves and what I'll be getting rid of. Alright, so this is my second shelf, and as you can see, I have a lot of books stacked very high. I keep all my mass market paperbacks on this shelf, as well as I have some hardcovers in the back. I don't know, I may switch it around and kind of start putting my mass market paperbacks on the shelf where I have my paperback books. Maybe that'll give me more room. I'm not sure yet. But first we're going to sort through these and just see what I have and what I can get rid of. So I'm going to start with this side first. Oh, and everything here is like new. Okay, so the first thing I had to do was remove the small paperbacks in the front so I could really get in the back and see what's in here. So starting here, I have like some hardcover books. So I have Isla of Adventure, Deep in the Rainforest. It's a series that I've been reading with my niece, and this is book 3. The other editions that I have are in paperback, so they're a lot smaller and easier. This one is obviously the hardcover. I got this one from the publisher, so it doesn't match the rest of the edition, so it's kind of weird. I might just give this one away and get the paperback just so that they match. I have the Spiderwick Chronicles. I've had this one since I was in elementary school. They don't even make this edition anymore. Look, like it's a small hardcover, and then it has like the deckled edges. So I'm gonna hold on to this because this one is a throwback. I do want to get back into the Spiderwick Chronicles. Of course, I have to start with book 1. This one is book 3, but since they don't make this edition anymore, it could be a collector in the future. I have Africa Risen. This one is by Cherie Renee Thomas and a bunch of other authors. I do want to read this one still. I just have a hard time reading anthologies, to be honest with you. So I've been putting this one off, but I'm going to get to it eventually. And I have Within These Wicked Walls. This one is by Lauren Blackwood. And I bought this edition. It was the Fay Crate edition. I hate giving away books that I bought with my own money sometimes, just because I paid so much money for it. But I don't feel like I'm going to read this one again, because it was alright. It wasn't great. And then like I don't love this edition because like the cover that they gave it was just like they made it red instead of the original blue. So I'm gonna put this in the possible giveaway pile. It's like, even like it has the nice end pages, but it like there's like nothing really special about this edition. I mean, like, so yeah. For All Time by Shanna Miles. This one was a cute YA contemporary. I think I want to read this one again just to see how I still feel about it. No Gods, No Monsters by Cadwell Turnbull. This one, like, is kind of a literary fantasy. I did enjoy it. I still have book 2 higher up on my shelves that I need to read. So I'm going to hold on to this for now. When We Were Birds by Ayana Lloyd Bonwo. I have not read this one yet. I really keep saying I need to read it. It's been out for a couple of years now, so I might get to this one in June actually. Since it's Read Caribbean Month and Caribbean American Heritage Month, it might encourage me to actually pick it up. The Final Revival of Opal and Nev by Donnie Walton. I got this one gifted to me by the publisher a couple of years ago when it came out. I still do want to read it. Dream Country. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful addition to it. You can see like the gold, and then it's signed, and it has like some stunning artwork. This is a really pretty special edition. I paid for it. It's the Fake Rate edition. I do want to read this one still. I've just been dragging my feet, but it's a YA like indie fantasy. Okay. So here I have Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo and With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I love her. She's one of my favorite authors. Definitely keeping these. Clap When You Land. I actually got her to sign it for me a couple of months ago. So guaranteed keeping that. Skin of the Sea. This is the Alcrate edition because I just loved it so much. I have not read book 2 yet, and I really don't feel like I need to read book 2, but I did enjoy book 1 for the most part, so I'm going to keep this one. The Undead Truth of Us. This was one that I paid for with my own money. Like, I pre-ordered it. I wasn't in love with this one. It was okay. It wasn't amazing. So I think I can go ahead and get rid of this one now. Abby in Orbit, Blast Off, Space Race, All Systems Whoa. This one is a really cute one, and I just got the 4th book gifted to me by the publisher. I'm holding on to these. These are great for the kids. Salsa Magic. Loved this one. Definitely keeping. Flora, La Fresca, and the Art of Friendship. I didn't love this one as much as I wanted to, and it really kind of upset me. But I kind of want to give it a reread because it might have just been my mood too. A Tall History of Sugar. This is another one that I really, really need to read. This might also go on my June TBR, to be honest, to force me to pick it up. I bought it on sale. I've heard so many great things about it. I just have not picked it up yet. The Blood Isles and the Blood Gift by Annie Davenport. Read it. For the most part, I did enjoy this series. Both are signed, keeping. The God of Good Looks. I love this one so much. Definitely keeping. Family Lore. I love this one too. It's also a signed edition. Keeping. The Year of the Witching. I loved this one, but I did not like House of Hunger, so I'm hoping that her next book is one that I'll enjoy. But I'm keeping. Son of the Storm, Sweetie Davies Akamboa. Love this one. Keeping. I am upset though because I have Warrior of the Wind, but it doesn't match because this was a special hardcover edition. So now it's kind of off because they haven't made a special hardcover edition for Warrior of the Wind. Stacey Abrams' While Justice Sleeps and Rogue Justice. I enjoyed this. Lucky definitely keeping. The Meaning of Mariah Carey. So the funny thing is I bought a copy of this book, right? Because I love Mariah Carey so much. And then the publisher reached out to me and was like, hey, let's send you a copy. So I took the copy from them and I gave the other copy to my bestie. But I love this book. I also have the audiobook. Mariah Carey is like one of my faves. I love her music. I feel like she just has music for every occasion. My dad loved her too. He had a lot of her music on CDs. So like I'm happy that I'm able to have those CDs myself now. Definitely keeping. It was a really good memoir. The Stardust Thief. This one was one I got from the publisher. I did not love this one. I wanted it to be so much better than it was. I feel like it was so drab and it was so bland. Especially for an adult fantasy, it just gave kind of medium, like YA-ish. So I think I can get rid of this one. Okay, so I stacked A Tall History of Sugar and When We Were Birds on top just because it makes it easier for me to pull it out and read it. And I feel like I'm going to get to it faster if I actually keep them, for the most part, visible. I mean, they're going to go behind some other books, but more visible than before. And it's just easier for me to grab. So now we're going to get into the mass market paperbacks and other paperbacks that I'm going to rid of. Ooh, so I have this stack right here. A Thorn in the Saddle I actually just bought recently. I need to take that sticker off. I got it at Ollie's. This one I'm keeping because I bought it recently. The Bodyguard's Deadly Mission. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw when I unboxed this. Keeping. The Return of His Caribbean Heiress. Keeping. South Beach Love. I saw the movie, but I never read the book. I'm keeping this one for now because I kind of want to read it. And then I'll probably like pass it along to a friend after. Pursuit of the Truth. Keeping. I love this book. What Happens in Miami by Nadine Gonzalez. Keeping. I enjoyed this one as well. Dark Water Disappearance. I still need to get to. I'm so behind on this series. Bayou Christmas Disappearance. I like this one, but I might offload it. The Rebel Air. I had a good time with this one. Keeping. Vacation Crush. This one is so pretty, and I tried to read it and I could not get into it. It took me like over 2 weeks I think, and I still was like getting nowhere with it. So I'm gonna offload this one because it wasn't vibing with me. Ooh. Summoning Up Love. Counterfeit Courtship. The Spirit of Second Chances, all by Sunithia Williams. Keeping. You know I love her. Second Chance on Cypress Lane, Reese Ryan. Keeping. Y'all know I love this series. Scandalous Secrets, Careless Whispers, Foolish Hearts. Keeping. The Way You Hold Me. I have not read this one yet, but I'm keeping. This one is newer to my shelves. Okay. We have One Summer of Love, Snowbound Second Chance by Reese Ryan. This is newer. Keeping. I already read Snowbound Second Chance. I still need to read the One Summer of Love book. Homicide at Vincent Vineyard. Keeping. This is also newer and I need to read it. ER Docs Las Vegas Reunion. Newer. Keeping. 4 Parties and a Funeral. Alicia gave me this one. I really love this series. Keeping. Danger in Nevada Desert. I need to read this one still. Keeping. The Cowboy's Claim. I thought this one was really sweet. Keeping. Thankful for the Maverick. I enjoyed this one, but I might offload it because I wasn't like in love with it. Catching the Carling Lake Killer, and I need to make some moves with this series, but I'm keeping. The Duke's Defying Cinderella. I still haven't read this one. It's historical. You know, I'm kind of iffy on these types of historical, but I'm keeping for now. The Christmas Tree That Changed Everything, also gifted to me by Alicia, keeping. Haven't read it yet. A Chef's Kiss, this one's really sweet, keeping. A Cowboy Kind of Thing by Reese Ryan, I do want to read this one soon, keeping. Game of Secrets by Zuri. I feel like this is going to end up being a summer read, keeping. Alliance with His Soul and Heiress, love this one, keeping. Compromise into a Scandalous Marriage, keeping. Love this one as well. His Desert Bride by Demand. So I read it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I got this one from the author, so it was like sent to me, but I don't know if I'm gonna read it again. I might hold on to it for now. In the Ring with the Maverick by Kathleen Douglas, keeping. Just a Little Married, Reese Ryan, keeping. And Christmas Data Breach by Katie Richards, keeping. So there was actually more books I hadn't read in those mass market paperback stacks than I thought. So I definitely need to get on that. But I did get rid of a couple of books, which is good, because it's always good to just get rid of things that you're not going to read again. Like, there's no point in holding on to books just to say you have them if you're not going to get joy out of them, because you can always gift them and other people can get joy out of them. I have some more stacks now. So these are pretty easy. All of these are to be kept. So I have Sign of the Slayer. I really enjoy this one. Waiting for book 2. Never Wraith. Also really enjoyed. Also waiting for book 2. The Undertaker. Still need to read. Keep telling myself I need to read. I'm going to read it this year. I promise. The Conductors. Why We Play with Fire. This was an interesting one that I read earlier this year. Working a Nightmare. I love this one. Out of Office. Recent release. Really enjoyed this. Manila Takes Manhattan. Current read. I actually need to pick this one up like today. The Dead Cattail Assassins. This is an arc. We'll be reading this one soon. Valley Verified by Kyla's Owl. Do need to read this one soon. I have her other book that I need to read as well. Got some bookmarks and things. Sun in the Void bookmark right here. Reese Ryan bookmark. Letter from the author. Art print for the Sun in the Void. Mermaid bookmark. This one is on Etsy. The Record Keeper and the Seed of Cain. I actually enjoyed The Record Keeper more than I enjoyed the Seed of Cain. It's an overall good duology. I kind of want to read the Seed of Cain again just to see how I feel about it, because it was a little bit confusing when I was reading it, so I might reread that one again. But yeah, nothing else here that I need to kind of get rid of. So another trip to the Little Free Library is definitely needed to offload some books. I have a little mini stack at this point, but I am proud. I went through my shelves, cleaned them back up so they're looking a little more organized again now, and I have some more books to get rid of. And then I have 2 more of these shelves that I need to work through. So that's all for now. If you like this video, make sure and hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!